What's up, family? Once again, this is your brother DJ, Heart of My Yacht. Just want to get it in real quick, talk to you guys about the video that young Pharaoh put out, as well as some videos that some other brothers have put out about the video that young Pharaoh put out. So I'm just going to commentate and critique a little bit about what's going on, my views, what's happening. Now, young Pharaoh put out this video, I believe this morning, talking about Dr. Maat and how she, you know, filed charges on him about harassment that he knew nothing about until somebody from, I say the public told him about. And after he looked it up, it seemed like everything was valid. Now, my thing on that is, when we start talking about the conscious community, all of us who support these brothers, listen to their videos, get they live streams and so forth, we hear all them banging and talking about, the white man, the black man, and how we need to govern ourselves, the white man's devil, and all this other crazy stuff, right? As if they don't want to be a part of, the system and the institution. But then you turn around and you call the police. And I could understand if it was something of a nature where you really, truly felt danger and you probably couldn't control the situation, and you felt the brother was dangerous. I don't think that was the case, and to do that, I believe is an injustice. I don't think it's a pure heart. I don't think that's conscious when you're talking about dealing with your brother. And, you're talking about a young man who's, a brilliant young man who out there is teaching, he's giving out information, he's challenging information, you know what I'm saying? And as he's debating, he's learning as well. Whether he win or lose a debate or whatever it may be, he's learning, he's sharpening his tools, he's sharpening his mind, and he's coming back harder and stronger. Then that's what it's supposed to be about. You're supposed to be all about the information. It's not supposed to be something where it's personal. If your knowledge ain't as sharp or it ain't as in depth, then you just need to, learn more. Keep going at it. But as far as with this brother, you know what I'm saying, I don't understand why the attacks keep coming. And it's all starting from this debate with him and Sonetta. And you know what I'm saying, that deal was like, I call it a business deal going bad. It's like a drug deal going bad. You know what I'm saying? I watch Sonetta, and ups to him. I like Sonetta TV. I think it's a great platform. But Sonetta, I believe really has to get out of this capitalistic mindset where, you feel like you got a monopoly on every damn thing, and where you attacking people, where you trying to stop them from moving. You are too big for that. You don't need to do that. And the more you help people grow, the more your business will grow. And the reason why a lot of people supported you is because you supported a lot of these brothers. Now, the contract that you had out of, young Pharaoh showed it. A lot of business people in the music industry, entertainment industry, film, the contracts are like that. I get it. But if it didn't work out for young Pharaoh, then there shouldn't be no beef. It should just be like, okay, if you don't want to do it, then let's move on. You get somebody else to do it, and let the brother be, and let the brother do that. And I heard some other people talk about, tell Sonetta, you too big for that, man. You don't need to be doing all that. Get out the gut. And I believe a lot of that was Shaka Amos and another brother when they was in this video. But getting back to young Pharaoh and Dr. Maat, so they have this beef, and then, another brother comes and do this video. He has a YouTube channel. I saw he has like, I don't know. He had a lot of views. I guess he got a good platform. But, this is mainly to people who watch these videos. Y'all really have to watch out about who y'all watching. The conscious community is shifting. And as the brother said, he's like, man, I don't have to, I'm not mad at gossipers, because gossipers, they get their money, and I'm going to join this industry because I'm going to get this money. I don't want to carry boxes and shit. Gossipers don't give a fuck about whether that information is true or not. Only thing they care about is the views and the followers. So for a person that's in a conscious community, constantly being subjected and bombarded with wrong information, you won't do nothing but damage your own mind. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to Wendy Williams to find out about conscious information and to uplift yourself. You don't do that. That ain't nothing but trash. But you got people in the conscious community that's using the conscious community as nothing but another system of capitalism to profit off of you. That's it. And that's what young Pharaoh and a lot of other brothers were saying. You know, when you don't care about the information, you just spread gossip. Man, if you not a person who, you know, strong-minded and does that research afterwards, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you go be in some trouble. And you know, when you start talking about critiquing brothers about their videos or platforms, you know, like, you know, the brother, you know, I don't even remember his name. I think he said some Omar, the Young God, or something like that. You know, and he has a lot of, and I'm sure that, you know, his platform is for something. I mean, it's valid for some people, and so I'm not knocking him, but what I am doing is I'm just critiquing his video. You know, he talked about, you know, critiquing uh, you know, young Pharaoh, saying young Pharaoh said, you know, and none of my videos, you never see me with a gun, you never see me doing all of this, and you know, you don't see me with no machete. I've never had that in my videos. So what he does is he goes comments on a video about SETI and how SETI was doing something, not young Pharaoh. Now, you know, that's the same type of wordplay and misdirection or redirection that these big media sources use to influence the mind, how to direct people. You know, the question wasn't whether he was in a video in somebody else's video when they was doing something. He said, in none of my videos, you ever see me holding anything, see me doing anything. That's what he said. But the brother's like, oh, you know, what about SETI? Da, da, da. No, we wasn't talking about SETI. SETI is SETI. SETI can speak for himself. You know what I'm saying? But when you start talking about young Pharaoh, mention somebody else, like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, but you know, SETI had the gun, and or SETI did this and that. You know, I mean, that's just a, you know, I'm gonna be positive and I'm gonna keep language, but it's not right. You know, and then he comments again about the, you know, hey, you know, he should apologize and da da da. Man, look, I never know nobody apologize for something they felt they didn't do, or if you felt you was right. There's no need to apologize. Truth don't need apologize. Don't need validation. Don't need none of that. You know. So why would he apologize? If he says that she filed charges on him, and she filed charges on him, then why is he apologizing? It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have people turned off from the conscious community shit. We're gonna start watching WWE again. Because, you know, this shit is just, it's starting to be just as fucking felonious and fictitious as anything. You know, it's hard to weed out these brothers who are in here for the community, for the information, giving good information, and the brothers here just make money. And I really think it started with Polite. Not that Polite, you know, did anything wrong, but I think that when Polite moved to Beverly Hills, a lot of these brothers saw the potential that they didn't see before. And so they started to increase their productivity in capitalism and trying to capitalize and monopolize this whole industry. That's how you get these contracts and you get these, you know, I've never seen so many people talk about how, oh, I get more videos than him. Or I'm about to blow up and I'm going to be better than him and I'm going to, you know, and, oh, he's pseudo and, you know, y'all don't need to, you know, I'm running all of this, and you know what? That, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just starting to be like reality TV when you starting to watch these brothers now. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you know, we can either we go stay with facts, or you know what I'm saying, or we not. And when you saying your opinion, please say this is my opinion. Don't start saying shit like, you know, it's your shit, like, you know, like this is true. This is, you know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's ridiculous. It's getting really, really ridiculous. And like Pharaoh is going through a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of shit that he shouldn't have to go through. You know, it didn't work out for him in Sinetta. You know, RBG, it didn't work out. That's one of the reasons why the black people are in the situation we're in. It's just like the church. How can everybody be a Christian in their 7 churches? In like 5 city blocks, 10 city blocks. You know what I'm saying? The black community is just as diverse as Africa is ethnically. We got different fashions, different tribes. We got different ways of thoughts. We got, different spiritualities or what have you. But empires aren't built on the unity of one ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? It's built off of a multitude, in which forms a nationality. So who cares? You're Hebrew, Nuwapian, you RBG, you Egypt, you know what I'm saying? You Black Israelite, you Pan Africanist, but you still got to come under one banner. One banner. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, y'all take it for what it's worth. I'm gonna